Today I'm gonna watch the first episode of Dragon Ball Super and then try and predict what happens 130 episodes later. After I have finished crafting my theory, I'm going to have a Dragon Ball Super expert grade my performance.
I don't know if I would say I'm an expert. I mean, I've watched it.
You lied on your resume. Sick. So with my theory here, I obviously can't go into like specific plot points that will happen throughout the show. So instead, I'm gonna try and predict how some of our beloved characters from Dragon Ball Z are going to develop throughout Super, along with this cat guy. The episode starts out with, whoa, what's that? Oh, this? This is Opera GX, easily the most exciting web browser I've ever used. Opera GX offers so much customization anywhere that you go. I downloaded the sick Dragon Ball theme from the GX store and it completely changed the look and feel of my browser. Custom animated wallpaper, background music while I browse, changes the color of my browser, and it even added its own keyboard noises while I type and sounds when I open and close tabs. And this isn't the only one. There are tons of options in the Opera GX store. You will definitely find one you can fall in love with. Okay, well, now that you're looking good, tell me what else this thing can do. I'm so glad that you asked that, because they also built in AI tools and search directly into the browser. Just highlight an article and Opera GX will summarize the entire thing for you. And if that's not enough, ChatGPT is built directly into your sidebar. Say I needed an idea for, I don't know, predicting the entirety of Dragon Ball Super, I can ask it. Say you have a little bit of an ADHD brain like me. If I want to continue watching Dragon Ball Super, I can pop out the video and browse my Twitter feed at the same time. Opera GX has every single quality of life feature you could ask for, and onboarding couldn't be simpler. You can import everything from your previous browser by just going to Settings, Synchronization, and Import. Boom. You're done. It literally took me 3 seconds. If you want to give Opera GX a shot, use the link in my description and download it today. Thank you, Opera GX, for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. So the episode starts out with Goku farming. He's a farmer now. The guy who saved the human race 3 times over is a farmer now. At the core, he's still the same old guy that we know and love. He still loves food, he is still a terrible father, and will stop at nothing to punch air and magically become stronger. We're then introduced to this cat guy named Bearus, which I have a sneaking suspicion he will be a major villain of the series, but more on that later. Be patient, God! And from here to the end of the episode, we're kind of just playing catch up with the characters from Z. Mr. Satan is Mr. Satan. Buu is fucking hilarious. We find out Gohan is married. Good for you, buddy. And oh, who's that? Oh, is that Piccolo? I couldn't tell. The beloved character from Dragon Ball Z was on the screen for 10 seconds. And didn't have a single line. Okay. That was weird, right? That was weird. Not as weird as the rest of the episode, though, because from here on out, we follow Goten and Trunks on their shopping adventure. What the fuck is going on here? The only other tidbit of information I had to go off of here was the final interaction where Mr. Satan gives Goku $100 million, and then he just goes off to train. What for? I have no idea, but that's Goku for you, and I have a feeling the cat guy has a role in all of this. Not much to go off of, but let's just bring Jack in here and I can explain to him my more in-depth thoughts and predictions. I think my theory is pretty much bulletproof. I watched the first episode. I gathered a lot of really good information.
I mean, the first couple are filler. You know that, right?
Couple?
You didn't watch stuff with like Goten and Trunks, right?
Where they got the water and they beat out that snake?
It's filler.
So that snake is not the main villain.
Well, that wasn't your theory, was it?
Oh. I want to go down the list of characters that we were introduced to in the first episode. The first one being Gohan. What I got from Gohan's final arc in Dragon Ball Z, Gohan didn't want the spotlight. He didn't want to take up the mantle of Goku. He kind of wanted to become his own person, become an academic. Fucking nerd.
She just railed it into him, man.
Yeah, I know. What a loser, dude. That being said, because we already had that arc in the Cell Saga, I believe that the majority of Super is going to focus on Goku.
I would say in that department, you are pretty much nail on the head.
Bam!
Of course, other characters get like highlights and stuff, but it's all about Goku.
So I think that during his fights, Gohan's gonna use his academic prowess to kind of persuade people to not fight. Maybe sign some peace treaties or something. Just any inclusion of his character in the show would be greatly appreciated.
I think you're heavily overestimating the impact that a character's actual life decisions have on the plot line.
Ooh. Okay.
I will say you're not crazy far off in the side of him being like more of the intelligent type and that actually having some impact on the plot.
But you wouldn't say he's a pacifist.
No. No.
Okay.
Well, actually, a part of me, yes. So this tournament starts and he is sort of deemed the leader. Even Goku's on the team, but Gohan is deemed the leader because he's the intelligent type, right?
Okay. Does anyone know what he studies, by the way? What his major was?
That's a great question.
Okay.
His entire plan revolves around them not fighting and sitting back and sort of like turtling up.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm not completely wrong.
Now, does that plan even remotely last for like more than 5 seconds? No, not really.
That's okay. I literally wrote, nobody gonna listen to his ass though.
Wait, actually, you could not be more on the mark with that. 10 seconds in, his literal own father is like, yeah, fuck you, son. I'm getting out there, pussy.
I'm gonna go beat his ass, bro. The next bullet point I wrote here was Goten and Trunks are a wild card. I got no fucking idea from their inclusion in this episode.
So you're taking the safe way out and just saying wild card?
No, very small prediction here. I think they will be used mostly for like comedic punch-ins, and they will push the needle of whatever fight they're a part of 2 centimeters in a direction, and then immediately get knocked out of the fight, and then Goku's gonna come in.
Pretty far off here. It's kind of funny that you even brought up Goten and Trunks because I kind of forgot they existed. I don't think they fight a single time in Super.
No! Are they at least like comedic punch-ins?
Does my silence speak volumes?
Yeah, no, okay. The next character that I was gonna delve into.
Surely this is better.
Surely. I think you could gather a lot of information on how much a character is gonna be important to a series from their inclusion in the first episode. That makes me very confused about Piccolo. He was included for 10 frames. He doesn't have a line, actually. He just stands on top of a building and stares.
Yep, I figured.
I wrote, man, I hope he fights, but he will always be in the shadow of Goku, man.
Well, you would be happy to know that in Dragon Ball Super, not that much changes. He's in some fights in this, yes. Is he used even remotely to his full potential? Not even close.
Does he ever use the special beam cannon?
Actually, yes.
Oh, does he still have to charge it for 10 fucking minutes?
Actually, yes. It proves detrimental once again. Who knows why that takes so fucking long to charge? Well,
Bro had like 6 years to practice one move. Master Roshi, his horny ass came up, asked Goku for a loan of his 100 million zenny, and asked to buy porn.
Did you picture anything else? Did you expect anything else with Roshi?
No, that is exactly what I pictured. But if Master Roshi's entire existence is to just ask for money to buy porn, I am gonna be so sad.
Master Roshi in Super actually has a sort of mini arc of his own.
He had to go to like an SA meeting or something?
There is a, how do I put this? Controversial at best scene of him chasing around Puar, who is transformed into a skinly clad girl around a shed, attempting to latch on to Puar.
What?
But after that, like, he's good. I think that was probably one of the most shocking things about Super as a whole, was that he did have some development there.
How did he develop, though?
Now, what it took for that development, was it worth it?
Fucking an animal. Okay, you know what? Let's just move on. Buu and Mr. Satan. I gotta say, his voice actor is so fucking good.
In conjunction with Mr. Satan's voice, where he sounds like this all the time. Boo, stop humping the family dog. It's wrong.
Because Buu is a little lightheaded, especially in the form that he is in now. I don't necessarily think that he is going to be fighting for morality. I think that more he's just going to be fighting for the right reasons, but he doesn't know what those reasons are.
Sort of aimless.
Exactly. He's just kind of going with the flow. He's got his friends. They give him food. They tell him to beat the shit out of people, and that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, no, that's pretty spot on. Buu doesn't really have any sort of development of the sorts, just wants to eat.
And then obviously I guess that Mr. Satan's entire role in the series is going to be kind of the front man. I think that that's going to continue to be his character going forward as well. I can't see him fighting.
Mr. Satan is sort of, I feel like, reduced to just Buu's handler. Like, you just associate him as like, oh, there's Mr. Satan. Buu's probably like tagging along. That's
I like
pretty
that.
Much
That's
it.
okay. You need some of those characters. This is the final prediction that I have. And I think this is honestly the most substantial one out of all the information that I could gather. I think Bearus is obviously going to take a liking to Goku.
Why is that?
In Dragon Ball Z, it seemed like every enemy that Goku fought had some sort of respect for Goku. But ultimately, it ended up with Goku just pummeling their ass. Buu doesn't have a brain anymore. Cell is dead. Frieza... I don't know what's happening with that, man, to be honest. Like, because of that, they're gonna try and lean into that a little bit more with Beerus. Like, I think that they're gonna have more talking and less of fighting. They're still gonna be fighting, but I think it's gonna be more of talking. Another reason that I think that Beerus was introduced to the series as a super sophisticated guy. As sophisticated as blowing up planets is. He doesn't seem like a guy who's just blowing up planets for the sake of blowing up planets. He's not just straight evil. He obviously has some sort of reasoning or morale for his evil. And I think Goku is going to challenge the shit out of that with his tiny ass brain. I think that Goku is gonna slowly corrupt him into becoming slightly a better person over the series.
Reverse corrupt.
Anti-corrupt.
Okay.
Goku is gonna instantly object to his morality. He's gonna see that he's strong, and then he's gonna get mollywopped. That is going to inspire him to, 1, train, and 2, use his heart of gold to corrupt Beerus. By the end of the series, Beerus and Goku are going to grow such a level of respect for each other. But the thing is, Beerus is still too hard-headed to stop blowing up planets and killing people. So, Goku is gonna become so fucking strong that Beerus has no choice but to listen to him, but there will be no fight.
Interesting.
And then closing time is gonna play.
Okay. So you're sort of right in terms of the corruption side. Like, he is very, like, heartless, I would say, at the beginning of Super. Yes, he gains a little bit more humanity. So his official title is Destroyer. That's his whole job.
Why do they need that job?
So the individual with him, I don't know if you even got a name.
I just figured that he was a part of the staff.
He's sort of like Beerus's handler. He's actually stronger than Beerus.
What?
He's more the diplomat, I would say.
You said he was stronger.
Than Beerus, yes.
Okay, continue.
The only reason Beerus doesn't just blow up Earth is because he likes the food there.
Okay, I thought the food thing was gonna be like a metaphor for like how intelligent he is and how empathetic he could be.
No, but Buu does come into play.
Buu!
There's one pudding cup left, and Buu snags it, and Beerus is like, all right, that's it. I'm gonna destroy the Earth.
Nice! I love that. That's amazing.
You said he has like a level of respect for Goku, or like he's like, I can't step to you.
Yeah.
I would say by the end of Super, he's more intimidated by Goku. I don't think Beerus would A, either turn down a fight, or B, ever think that Goku is stronger than him.
So, just got that wrong.
But like, you were kind of right on the side of corruption. He gets a little bit more sentimental about like just humans and destroying in general.
I'm glad I got the respect part right. I'm very surprised because it's Dragon Ball. I thought that Goku was just gonna be that guy forever.
By the end of Dragon Ball, you've met a decent amount of people that are much stronger than Goku.
Really? I guess that does sound like Dragon Ball. There's always got to be someone stronger for Goku to have a reason to get stronger.
Literally, the very last episode of Dragon Ball Super, the narrator goes, this is not the end of Goku's story. There's always someone stronger out there. I'm like, oh, okay, dude. I would say you got more right than wrong, and more right than I anticipated by far.
What would you rank me out of 10?
Like 4.
What? You just... What?
I don't know. I took points off because I don't like you.